And now we look at the question of alcohol. Drinking alcohol is known to be forbidden in the religion of Islam.
I don't drink alcohol mainly because it's poison. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with drinking. It's drunkenness the Bible condemns, you know.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with drinking. I don't drink alcohol mainly because it's poison. If you ask a chemist, what is alcohol? It contains toxins.
Right.
When someone gets intoxicated, they are poisoned. And your body tells you, it sends up little signs like you throw up. You can't steer a car straight, you feel woozy, and the next day, everything in your body is screaming. Headache,
Right.
nausea, all this. Your body's saying, please don't send any poisons down there. And yet, people drink, and you know, they say, they'd never say, they say, don't drink and drive. They never say, don't drink.
Right.
Alcohol is the only enemy that man has learned to love. It's just a crazy thing. So, you know, I'm not a big alcohol fan.
Boy, you know, more than half my friends do drink alcohol. It's not for me. You know, I don't drink alcohol. My wife doesn't drink alcohol. It's along the lines of what Ray had said. You know, I see more negative coming from it than good. I see more negative coming from it than good.
There is benefits in alcohol and there is harm in alcohol, but the harm outweighs the benefits. So stay away, omit it, refrain from using it, so you may prosper. And that's
not a sin necessarily to drink alcohol. If you're going to drink alcohol, you have to drink it in faith. Whatever you do, do all to the glory of God. You can't get drunk to the glory of God, and guess what? You can't get drunk if you're not drinking.
Today they can show you scientifically, well, the chemical reaction inside the human being, the dependency on alcohol, there is something that's addictive within there, and some people are unable to get away from the addiction when they get into alcohol. They become alcoholics, and there's nothing they can do about it. How come we couldn't just take what it said? Don't do it.
Right. So I don't even put myself in that position. I'm not against alcohol. Like I said, I'm against getting drunk.
I don't drink alcohol mainly because it's poison.
Right.
You know, Jesus turned water into wine. That was the very first miracle that he performed.
Oh, that was wine
there.
into water. It was a mistake in the scripture.
Right.
Typo.
You know, I saw a funny post by Lane Chaplin the other day, and he had said, let's see, Jonah into the belly of the whale, literal. Jesus rising again from the dead, literal. Let's see, water into wine. Well, I'm not sure. Maybe that was figurative. And we grab a hold of these miracles, right? And we begin to go, let's try to fit this because it's done with wine and it's so taboo within our culture. Taboo within our culture. taboo within our culture.
And we have to be honest. As much as some of us may dislike drinking, as much as we've seen a lot of negative effects from it, you cannot make a case scripturally that it is a sin for someone to drink alcohol.
I don't drink alcohol mainly because it's poison.
And then in Matthew 26:29, during the Great Supper, or the Last Supper, the disciples obviously partook of wine. And Jesus said, I'm not going to drink it again until, I drink it new in my Father's kingdom.
So would that have been fermented wine or just grape juice as we have in community?
Well, right. And
that's the argument.
That's the argument some try to make. And I think it's really tragic that some try to stretch it so far because of their personal perspective on that. No, it was definitely fermented alcohol, but it may not have been as fermented as it may be now. A lot of times they used it to drink because back then the water, was real contaminated and wasn't like today.
Oh, and alcohol would kill the bugs in it.
Right, and kill the person too. But anyway, no, it was wine. It was definite alcohol.
And also there's the appearance of evil. I remember I used to drive my car back from work years ago, and I would duck through a parking lot of a hotel, a bar, and come out the other side. It's probably illegal what I was doing, but it saved me going through the lights. And someone saw me do it with a bumper sticker on the back. And they said, what were you doing going into that hotel for? So it's an appearance of evil.
Yeah.
And so if I pick up a glass in public, you pick up a glass in public, and someone sees you, it could make them stumble.
Yeah, no.
And also there's the appearance of evil.
There's logic, and we can see, you can go on any website, check alcohol, and they say it's the mother of all of the evil deeds and so on.
And also there's the appearance of evil.
And now we look at the question of alcohol. Drinking alcohol is known to be forbidden in the religion of Islam.
And then there is a point of wisdom. Think of Proverbs 20:21. Wine is a mocker, strong drink is a brawler, and whoever is led astray by it is not wise.
Right. I don't drink alcohol mainly because it's poison.
That 5% of all cancers among American women in mid-age are in fact due to alcohol consumption.
And also there's the appearance of evil.